Guys, today we're going to make some beautiful functional incense holders. I have this guy right now and it holds the sticks like this. There's a little hole here and then it lays and it kind of wiggles a lot, and a lot of times the ash will fall off and won't even fall in the tray. So while I like this classical look, this is not very helpful. I have a old candle one that I use out on my porch that I just stick. It doesn't have the wick anymore, but it has the wax, and that holds it and gets it nice. So I want to make a cute one. I put up a poll. I don't think anybody answered it. But I asked for, should I do mushroom, lily pad, feather, or leaf, I think? Mushroom, lily pad, feather, leaf. Or the ones. So a feather one is going to be a little bit more like this lengthened long one, except for I'll do it wider and maybe more curved, but a feather kind of shape. This is an actual feather, but I brought it to maybe press into the clay. We'll see. A lily pad one will have a lip and be flat, and maybe I'll do like a little flower on the side. A mushroom one will be, again, a round one with a mushroom in the middle though, this stick in. And then same for the leaf, that'll be kind of like more like the feather. So the lily pad and the mushroom would be more round, the leaf and the feather would be long. Maybe I'll make them all. I have Sculpty Air Dry Premium Air Dry Clay. It says 3 and up and it's white. So we're going to use some of this today to try and make these incense holders for my sticks. Whether you love the mystical charm of mushrooms, the elegance of feathers, or the simplicity of a leaf, this project is beginner friendly and super fun. So we're going to need air dry clay, a rolling pin, or a smooth bottle to kind of roll it out. And I have this whole bag of tools and I don't see a rolling pin in here. So I'm going to get one, but I have like cutting tools, poking, shaping, there's a whole just bag of things like for making shapes, scraping. Anyway, so we're going to use some of that. I'll get the rolling pin, craft knife, sculpting tools, water for smoothing the edges, paints and sealants optional, which I will be doing later, but first we're going to shape them. And then the incense stick for making the hole, because I want to make the hole before it dries. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get the rolling pin and we're going to roll out the base of these. So like I said, I'm going to make a couple long ones, like a leaf shape and a feather shape, and then a couple round ones, kind of to this is why I got this bowl out, diameter of the lily pad, and then the base for the mushroom. So let me get my rolling pad, let me make sure this is cleaned off so we're not going to get dirt in the clay. Say in here, instructions and tips. No oven or kiln needed. Let air dry completely. Decorate air dry projects or paint with markers. Store unused clay in an airtight container. Takes on texture and shape beautifully. All right, so I need. So I'm gonna cut this. So the first thing is going to be like shaping out the base of these, and I'm kind of going to work this a little bit up here to get it more malleable, although it's already pretty malleable. I should move you guys closer so you can see what I'm doing here. Alright, so I have my little bit of clay. It out. I want it more of a circle. I'm going to start with like the base of the mushroom. So let's just fold it in half. Kind of roll this more into like a circle shape. I think I need a little bit more clay. cutting off these edges to make it more rounded. Alright, so that's about the thickness, because I want to roll it out to like 1/4 inch thick. I don't want it too thin because I don't want it to crack as it dries, but I also don't want it too thick. And I kind of want this to have like a little edge, so I'm kind of going to just shape it around like this. It's going to be like a little plate. And it does not have to be perfect. This is one of those things, y'all, get your head out of the perfection way. This does not have to be perfect. This is kind of going to be the same thing I'm going to do for my lily pad. But this one is for the mushroom. I'm going to do some like little finger dots here. Give it some texture because I think that looks cool and has my fingernails rubbed in over here, but I don't know. And we want to make it kind of like a mushroom, so alright, so now I'm going to take these other pieces mush them together pretty good. So now I want the dome for the cap and a cylinder for a stem. So I guess, let's see, a little bit more. Who liked to play with Play-Doh when they were a kid? If you say no, you're lying. So, here's the mushroom dome. Again, I kind of want to try and do some fancy underneath. And then we use the water here and attach it in the middle. Ooh, my hand is still way wetter than it should be. And then I'm gonna add a little water here, a little here. So I want this to be my little mushroom. So this is one of these here. That's gonna be ready to be painted after it totally dries. I'm gonna use a little of my finger here to smooth this a little bit more on the top. And the edge, just a little smoothing, especially here where it's like got a crack in it already. There's a crack in it now, it's definitely gonna get a crack in it when it starts to dry. Alright, so there is my mushroom one. The only other thing that I need is to make the hole for the incense stick. Which I might just leave in there. So Just to wiggle it around a little here because the hole is going to shrink as it dries. I'm going to leave it and let it dry like that. So there is my mushroom incense guy. Pull it out of the way. There's like a bubble in it. More of a feather type shape here. And I'm kind of going to even use this feather to like press it in. Because why not? Give it some of the texture. Alright, let's see. This guy I was using to cut things. I'm gonna cut some of these skinnier edges off. Also, like, really make it feather-like here. So, and then we got like trying to follow the little feather lines. Pretty feather-like, right? Let's give it like a little bit of a nice edge round off here. of would like it to like dry on a curve. I'm trying to think of what I can put it in that would help it do that. I do have my other little wooden bowls over here, so maybe this one would help give it a little curve in the air. And then we gotta stick the incense in there. Alright, I think I'm going to leave that like that. There's my feather. There's my mushroom. Let's do the lily pad next. Cant it a little bit away from the, still in the center, but lean it away from the cut so it drops there. Alright. One more. I want to do my leaf. I kind of want to do it like a pothos leaf. Any more than that. Alright guys, so these have been drying. When did I do these? Last week on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They've been drying about 5 days. It's air dry clay, pretty darn dry. So I'm gonna paint them, and then we'll put probably a Mod Podge, like clear coat on them to protect them, and then they'll be ready to rock and roll, and we'll test them out. So I got my lily pad and my leaf that are gonna be green, so I'm gonna like start with that. Just kind of organized all my paintbrushes here. So I'm just gonna like go with this. Let me get Alright, these have been drying for a little while. That one still looks a little wet. This one probably the most dry. I'm going to put a clear coat of Mod Podge water-based glue sealer finish on top, just to give it a little protection. Easier to wipe the incense ash off.